Good evening and thanks for choosing NBC 10 News. I'm Heather Parker. Rudy's off tonight. A divorce petition was filed in Ouachita Parish Court today. Sheriff Royce+toney is named as a contributing party to that action. NBC 10's Daisy O'Donnell is here with our top story.
Here's a copy of the divorce petition which names Sheriff Royce+toney. It was filed with the 4th District Wednesday afternoon. Now here's a closer look at what the documents show. Larry Culp shows he is entitled to a divorce from his wife pursuant to Louisiana Civil Code Art 103, and that she entered into an adulterous relationship with another man, namely Ouachita Parish Sheriff Royce+toney, during their marriage. Larry has recently discovered that she and Toney began their adulterous affair in the fall of '08. When confronted with the affair, she initially denied the affair, but later admitted to same, claiming to Larry that Toney, quote, forced himself upon her, groped her, took advantage of her, and constantly pursued her. She claimed that she went along with Toney's advances because she felt he would, quote, use his power and position to harm her or Larry. Upon information provided to Larry by his wife, Toney suggested that he could harm Larry on multiple occasions and put him in jail. Telephone records will also show that Toney and she maintained their affair by communicating by telephone calls, emails, instant messaging, and text messages exceeding 100 such communications in a single month. Larry has discovered that she and Toney engaged in many adulterous sexual encounters since October of 2008, including encounters which occurred during working hours and at public locations, as well as locations paid for by the citizens of Ouachita Parish. Specifically, over the course of their lengthy 2-year affair, she and Toney engaged in sexual relations in Toney's office at the Maine Sheriff's Department, at his office at the Ouachita Parish Rifle Range, and in Toney's vehicle at the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Rifle Range. According to her admissions to Larry, Toney had inmates opening the gates for her to enter the rifle range and to stand guard so that others would not enter. Additionally, Toney and his wife participated in sexual relations at a training facility inside the fence of the Monroe Regional Airport in the St. Francis Hospital parking lot on March 6, 2010, the night that Ouachita Parish Sheriff Deputy J.R. Searcy died, at the personal residence of Toney and at the residence and hunting club of John and Dorothy Schween. Toney even used the residences and hunting clubs of personal friends to cover up his sexual encounters with her. Toney had sexual relations with her at the personal residence of Sidney Wilhite, located in West Monroe, Louisiana, as well as the hunting club of Sidney Wilhite, located outside of Marouge. There were numerous occasions that Toney and she engaged in sexual relations in the parking lot of the Monroe Athletic Club, as well as in other parking lots throughout Ouachita Parish. Upon information and belief, Toney allowed Ouachita Parish Sheriff's deputies to leave their positions early at the Maine Sheriff's Department so that he would not be interrupted and could engage in sexual encounters with her. Upon information and belief, Toney also used Ouachita Parish Sheriff's deputies to not only provide her entrance to the Ouachita Parish Rifle Range, but to monitor the comings and goings of others at the range so that she and Toney could engage in their sexual outings. Larry further shows that she became pregnant during her adulterous affair with Toney. She suffered a miscarriage of the pregnancy in April of 2010, for which Larry paid several thousands of dollars for her medical care. Larry does not know whether the child which was conceived was his child or the child of Toney. You can read the documents in their entirety on our website, myarklamiss.com. At first, we called Sheriff Royce+toney asking him for a comment, and when we did, he hung up the phone with us. But the second time, he called us back saying he does not comment on pending lawsuits. Daisy O'Donnell, NBC 10 News.
Well, we turn on to weather.